For those that can understand, I like to wake up and just blog. The reason why I blog is because when I was a child, my dad used to document our life as children growing up. He used to videotape me. Like, I have a lot of video. Anyways, moving on from that, let's talk about the spiritual aspect of stuff, because maybe somebody is going to understand where I'm at in life. So yes, I have a good boyfriend, and I'm gonna talk about the spiritual aspect of my relationship while I drive to work, because I have a work project this morning. Okay, so my eyes are on the road, but I can film at the same time. Alright, so long story short, I was dating my boyfriend like 3-4 years ago. That was when we started to date each other. That's when he took me on dates and stuff. He offered to date me, like to take me on dates and whatnot. So we had went on like a few dates before we realized what we wanted to be towards each other, basically. Okay. And before we ended up like separating, which was like not intentional. We didn't really intend to separate. It just happened like that. Before we separated, we spent a lot of quality time together. That was our first time dating. Prior to that, we were just friends, and we knew each other since we were younger. So we had history. Like, we knew of each other because our friend group was kind of similar. Like, he knew people I knew. So interestingly, before we started dating, I had seen him at a party. We were at the same party. It was a hotel party. So we were in the same hotel room. It was crazy. But I didn't think we were going to start dating like this. Anyways, long story short, before we stopped dating like 3-4 years ago, we were so new to each other. We were still learning each other, but we had this deep connection. It was deep, but we ended up parting ways. And that was like at a crossroads in my life, because I was like figuring out my independence at that time. Like, I was about to move by myself for like the second time in my life again, second or third time in my life. I was about to move and live somewhere by myself. So I had to figure that out again, because I was already so basically, during that gap of time, like 3-4 years, I dated another person for a whole year, and then I dated another guy, and then I dated another guy, and I was going on dates with other guys. So I was gone for like 3-4 years. I had lived by myself in an apartment for 2 years, and then I had moved twice during this time. So I had moved like 3 times around my city, and I was working during those times, so time went by fast. But I had bought like a new car. Like, life changed, you know. I was so focused on my money too, and I was trying to figure out my love life. I didn't know that me and my current boyfriend were gonna rekindle things. I didn't even really know how he felt about me. That was the crazy part. But he was always there in the background. I just didn't realize it, because we had parted ways. I was just so independent. I was just like, fuck it. Like, I'm not gonna chase you. I'm not gonna, you know, we don't talk, you know. I'm gonna do me. So, man, I had so many guys coming at me left field. I was just like, dang. Anyways, long story short, figured some stuff out by myself. But during that time, there was so many guys that were pursuing me. So I say this to say, now that we're back together, and this time is so different. Like, this time now that we're older, now that we grew in the last 3-4 years, we've come to realize what we really want, you know? So when we got back together, we have deep talks, and this is what I don't talk about with the internet, because it's none of the internet's business like that, you know? But I don't mind sharing a little bit. But me and him have very deep talks. Like, we're not shallow people. Like, when we talk, like, we talk about each other, we talk about how we feel, what we want, we lay ground rules, standards. Like, we've had a talk about what we are, like what we're doing, what we want, stuff like that. What we're okay with, what we're not okay with. So, long story short, since we've been back together, I be telling him about like things I was doing when we weren't together. You know, I be telling him like, yeah, I was dating, I was this. So ever since we got back together, he's been doing so much spiritual work for this connection. He's been fighting for this connection in the spirit realm, and I'm feeling it, I'm seeing it, I'm witnessing it, and I'm like, dang, he's really making things different spiritually since he's been back in my life. Like, he's been proving that he's serious about what he says, you know. Spiritually, he's been like clearing out so much stuff. It's not me, it's him. Like, that Scorpio helps a lot. Like, you know, when they say death card, transformation, he is the ultimate transformer. Like, he's been ending so many things in my life for me, and I've been like so happy, like bliss, because I'm like, oh, I wanted that to end, I wanted that relationship to end, I wanted that connection to be over. Like, he's been deading shit so much in my life. Like, I've been so like, oh, because I talk to him, I tell him like about things, and he can sense stuff, and he knows like who's good for me, who's not good for me, and he's very protected. Like, if anybody has fell off me, if anybody has fell out of my life, it was because it was not meant to be. It was not a divine soul connection. That person was karmic, or they were just not meant to be in my life, or it was the end of that, you know. And I totally get it. Like, he just wants me to be all like, you know, into him, matching him. You don't want other people interfering in our connection. And it's like, there was so many people trying to get into my life, get into my head, get into my consciousness, get into me. Oh my God, so many. And I didn't allow a lot, but there was still some people that was just really trying to plant seed, and he's like uprooting a lot of those people out of my consciousness, out of my subconscious, out of my energy, out of my spirit, my aura. And I feel it. It's so much spiritual work going on right now in my life. That's why I'm not even like focused on like the physical realm of like, oh, I have to be with you every day. No, like literally I'm doing a lot of healing and clearing work right now. It's fun to see the results of like getting these people out of my way. Like, so when a Scorpio comes in your life, they go and clear out a lot of shit, but only if they want you to be in their presence and in their life and connected to them. Like, because if a Scorpio don't give a fuck about you, like, you'll know too, you know, and only you'll know these spiritual things. Like, but anyways, long story short, I've been, like this morning, I just had a lot of spiritual downloads. Like, you'll get spiritual downloads. You get what I'm saying? Like, spirit will like, you know, drop a thought upon you. Like, think about it like this, or give you a different perspective. You know, like, it's not like that, it's like this. Like, so anybody that's trying to like come in your head, interfere in your energy, it's not meant to be in your divine path, it's gonna get cleared out. especially during this transformation phase. That's what I'm going through with my Scorpio, transforming, you know, for the new beginning, which is so cool. You can hear it in my voice. You can hear it. I even feel better. Like, I even feel more calm, more peaceful. And that's what he wanted. He was like, you know, this time around, you sound more calm. And that's my nature. I'm calm. I'm peaceful. I'm a peaceful person. I'm not into none of that conflict and, you know, arguing and disagreeing and, like, none of that. So, ooh, it's about to be a new beginning. I just love it. Like, ooh, I woke up this morning like, dang. You know, and that's why I've been being quiet about it, because I'm like, I know it's deep. I know it's deep. Like, it's way deeper than people even realize. So, that's a little bit about what's going on in my relationship. Is a lot of spiritual aspects of things, not just like superficial stuff, like what can he do for me, or what is he doing for me, you know, what effort is he putting? Too much effort. He's been putting in so much effort, too much effort, real genuine, pure-hearted effort, not no fake effort where it's like texting me or calling me. That's like easy, you know. This is like real, like, I'm hugging you because I give a fuck about you and I don't want you to be with the wrong people, talking to the wrong people, attracting the wrong people. Like, you're mine and I want you to be safe with me, you know. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting. It's like, so no more having to share me with other people, you know. It's a great feeling. But yeah, anyways, a little bit about me blogging this morning.